You're listening to the Sad Boy Podcast.
Yeah, sad boy.
Yeah,
sad boy, yeah.
Very, very sad. Very sad.
Welcome back to the Sad Boy Podcast. I'm your host
Welcome
Lucas
back.
with Russell.
Yes.
This
We're
is
back.
probably the 7th time we're recording because my internet kept on dying. So
Yes, Lucas's voice just kept cutting out nonstop.
yeah.
But yeah, we're here.
Yeah.
We're back. So what are we talking about today, Lucas?
Well, are the Simpsons predicting the future, or are they inspiring the future?
Oh, that is a good topic. All right, so we have a link open that basically shows all the times that the Simpsons have predicted something and it's come true.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think this is like all of it because there is some stuff that I saw as I was rewatching The Simpsons that maybe only I picked up, or I don't know, maybe other people haven't picked up. But I told Lucas about it. Well, we'll get to that at the end, though.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with this list, okay?
So which one should we start off with? The Tiger one?
Yeah, let's go in order.
We'll go in order. So
Okay.
the list it lists 17 times. But we've seen lists that list them like 30 times or more than that, but this one's kind of more detailed. The first one is, if you guys haven't watched this, there was season 5, episode 10, when there was a duo entertainers that I guess they just like, just and do entertainment with like wild animals, so like tigers and stuff. And this one has one of them gets attacked by the tiger, and it was predicted in 1993 or so. Yeah, 1993, and it came true 10 years later, and like the event actually happens, and one of the guys just became paralyzed, and yeah, it ended.
Wait, he became paralyzed?
Yeah, it says leaving him partially paralyzed after being mauled by the tiger.
Oh, okay. So this guy is called Roy Horn.
It's
So-
Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
The Simpsons, there were two German magicians called Gunther and Ernst.
Yeah, that'll be in The Simpsons. And then
Yeah.
in real life, it was Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah. Oh, Roy died at the age of 75.
Was that after the attack?
Oh, he died on May 8th. Yo, he just died like almost 2 months ago. A bit
shit.
over.
Oh, rest in peace.
Oh,
Rest in peace.
rest in peace. We're so sorry. We didn't even know this.
Oh, okay. Oh my.
Simpsons fortune telling is it's dangerous. It's very
You think The
dangerous.
Simpsons predicted Roy dying in 2020?
Oh wait, no, he died after he got coronavirus.
Oh, rest in peace. Right.
Rest in peace. You got mauled by a tiger and then you got COVID. I'm sorry.
That's actually a kind of tragic life there. Becoming
is.
paralyzed after being attacked by a tiger, and then dying from a pandemic.
But in all reality, like if you think about it, like these tigers aren't meant to be like used as a show kind of thing, right? Like
Yeah, of course.
like the risk of them attacking the owner is pretty high.
Yep.
But even with that being said, though, like if I could, I'd want to have a tiger as a pet too.
Wait. So you know that movie or show Tiger King or whatever? Are the
Oh, you
tigers
mean Joe
pets?
Exotic? So okay.
I don't
Joe
know, I don't
Exotic
like it.
treats those tigers as like his babies almost,
Okay.
but he still makes money off of them.
Oh.
And I watched the documentary, so like he's in jail right now, Joe Exotic. Have you seen the memes about Carol Baskin?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's this lady that like Joe Exotic like really really hates because she spent years trying to like take down his zoo.
Okay.
And then after the whole documentary aired, the spotlight kind of went back on Carol Baskin's ex-husband, who mysteriously vanished, and people are literally saying that she killed her husband.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and even till now, like the case hasn't been solved, and people are still like, "Oh, like where did her ex-husband go?" And technically, because her ex-husband died, she basically inherited everything he had.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's why everyone's saying like she killed her husband, and then they're like, "Oh, check under the septic tank and everything," but like technically, the cops don't have a warrant to do that.
What?
So the mystery still continues. But recently, I think it was like last month, Carol Baskin, I think she won a lawsuit, a case where she took control of Joe Exotic's farm.
Yeah, I'm
So
reading it right now.
so I think they did say that for a Tiger King documentary, there is going to be another episode coming.
Oh shit. Okay.
So yeah, like this is a tangent, but like that whole documentary, when I first saw it on Netflix, I was kind of tempted to watch it, and it was only social media that finally pushed me over it, because like when it came out, everyone started going like Carol Baskin, and then like there's all these memes of Joe Exotic and all that stuff, and I was like, okay, you know what, fine, I'll watch it. Luckily, it wasn't like that long of a documentary. It was entertaining still, the story and everything. But yeah, I'm pretty sure most people would have watched it by now. I think you should watch it.
I didn't watch it yet.
You should watch it. I think it's
been
pretty
debating.
interesting.
Okay.
It's pretty interesting because like there's something about like the reason Joe Exotic is like in jail is because like he sent a hitman to try to kill Carol Baskin.
Yo, this is some
Like it's like a real life drama. Like it was actually so interesting when you got near the
real
end.
life K drama stuff.
I know it was actually really interesting.
All right, okay, I'll watch it eventually.
All right, but now back to The Simpsons.
Back to the scheduled program.
I know. But okay, so the next two things on this list, I think, I don't know if they predicted it or if we were actually inspired by them.
Autocorrect
Yeah.
fails.
Autocorrect technology and FaceTime.
I think it was. I think it's inspired.
I feel like it's inspired too.
Yeah.
Cause
Or like
okay, so
they knew it will happen eventually. Probably.
maybe. Because autocorrect fails. Okay, so this was first predicted back in 1994 on The Simpsons.
Yeah.
And it came true in 2007.
Yeah.
So,
Well, the next one's FaceTime. So.
Oh yeah, FaceTime was 1995 when it was predicted, and it came true in 2010.
Yeah.
So okay, with autocorrect, let's see. During a Springfield Elementary School assembly, I don't know who this person is, asks fellow bully Dolph, who the hell is I don't even remember these characters, to take a memo to beat up Martin on his Newton, Apple's early attempt at a personal digital assistant. However, the machine translates the message into eat up Martha, which is basically foreshadowing iPhone's autocorrect technology. Okay, what if iPhone already had this technology like a long time ago?
Maybe it was still in development, but then actually like come true. Until
What if the Simpsons writers just has connections to all the corporate spies in the world?
I can see that happening.
So then they just like it almost seems like they're predicting the future, but in reality they're actually just getting inside information to technology. Yeah. Because then with FaceTime, okay, well this blurb is a lot smaller, but basically there was an episode where it showed like Lisa in the future with her wedding, and they showed like a video chat between her and Marge.
I think something like video chats existed even in the 90s, but like not as advanced as FaceTime. Because it's something,
or maybe like the idea was around.
Yeah, the idea was probably around. It's like AI will probably come true eventually, right? So,
yeah. So those two were like, the fast ones. Those two, yeah, maybe it was inspired by The Simpsons, and if that's the case, then I feel like I guess the writers of The Simpsons are going to inspire the future for us.
I hope so.
Okay, so the next one, Lucas.
Wait, give me a moment. I'm just checking what the last one is. I think the last one is relevant to now.
Which last one?
Just checking the last one on the list. I think it's
Oh.
relevant. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
see. We'll see it. We'll check it later. All right, the next one. It's the faulty voters machine. So it's pretty much how. So in 2008, this episode came out. And Homer tries to vote for Barack Obama, only to have the voter machine record his selection as John McCain several times. So afterwards, when in 2012, when Obama was running for president during the second time, there was a video footage from Pennsylvania machine switching a vote from Obama to Mitt Romney, his Republican opponent, and then the machine was taken off commission.
So, okay.
Well,
I had this feeling that maybe this, I don't know, it sounds like it's a glitch, but at the same time, kind of like, what if someone watched this episode and really hated Obama, and then he just went to screw up one of the machines?
actually,
I feel that could happen.
Maybe, and also it actually might be a glitch, because
I feel like it might be a glitch too.
yeah, the same thing probably happened in 2008, but no one actually like filmed or reported it. Who
That's
knows?
true.
Yeah,
But this is more of like an American thing, because here we just write on a piece of paper.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's like foolproof or not, but who knows?
Do you remember if we write with a pen or a pencil? I think it was a pen.
It's a
right?
Scantron.
Oh, it's a Scantron?
Was it not Scantron? I don't remember.
I don't remember. When's our next election? We'll have to wait.
It's in November. No, our last election was in November. I don't remember.
Oh, so okay, so we're gonna have to wait a while.
I mean, some people just vote online anyways, so
You can vote online?
you can vote online. Yeah,
Then why have I always been going to a school to vote?
I don't know.
My location is either a school or a church or a retirement home.
I think if you register to vote early, you could vote online. I'm not too
Oh,
sure.
the advanced thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so I sometimes don't do the advanced thing just in hopes that I can tell my boss, like, yo, I gotta leave early so I can go vote.
Yeah.
But then they make the hours like until like 8 p.m. in the evening or something, and then it's like I can't do that.
Yep.
Can't even leave early to vote.
I think it is a Scantron. It's either a Scantron or that use a Sharpie. One or the other.
Next time,
Or
I'm
like
just gonna
it's a
write my own
paper
party
and it's a
on there.
box and you just X the box.
Just write your own party on there next time. I'm telling you, there's a political party called the Pirate Party.
Yeah, I know. Next time I'm voting for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote for the Pirate Party. I don't care about the liberals or the conservatives or NDP. I want the Pirate Party. If we aren't searching for treasure, we're not doing the things properly.
Do you think Luffy's the leader of the Pirate Party? Is he
Yes.
searching for One Piece
Yes.
on the Grand Line?
Yes.
Okay.
And then Jack Sparrow's right beside him.
All right, and he has a jar of sand.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect. I vote for the Pirate Party. Only the Pirate Party.
Okay.
Okay.
So the next one's the God Particle. So I'm not sure if people actually heard about this.
It was pretty big, wasn't it?
It was pretty big back in 2012, but like there were articles regarding it even before the article, like before the 2012 thing. Because I did
Was
read
it like
books.
they thought it was there or something?
Yeah, it was just theories. I read books about it as well before it just like became super huge in 2012.
Okay, so explain what the God particle is.
So in the Simpsons episode was back in 1998, season 10, episode 2. It's the Higgs boson or the God particle, and I'm just gonna read the paragraph. So it's a breakthrough that helps explain how everything in the universe has mass, and it wasn't confirmed by physicists until 2012, pretty much. So the Simpsons just based the episode off of just theories until it came true in 2012.
But the scary thing is that the equation that Homer had on the board was really, really similar
Yeah. So
to what they had.
I'm not sure.
to
So
what
I'm
was
not
the
sure if like
actual.
the Simpsons, discovered the equation and gave it to physicists,
But
or
this is the thing though. It happened like how long? Almost 20 years. Wait, no, not 20 years ago. What is my math thing? 14 years ago. It's not 20 years. 14 years now. I'm off by 6. But
wait for
okay,
yeah
yeah, because okay, it came true in 2012, right?
yeah.
And it was predicted in 1998. I'm pretty sure back in 1998, people were still thinking that the Y2K was gonna end the world.
No, I'm pretty sure that was in 1999.
Yeah. They were just preparing for it
Yeah.
because they're like, oh, the end of like the century. Oh shit, um, whatever, right? But it took so long for it to actually come true. So this is the one that for me, I feel like it's they had to have traveled in time or something,
Probably.
because coincidences can only happen to a certain extent until they're considered like not a coincidence.
Like time travel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like when the Avengers got all they built the quantum tunnel and they traveled through time and met their younger selves.
Is that that's just coincidence that they met their younger selves? Come on.
Okay, that is true. They didn't really want to meet their past selves,
Yeah.
but they did.
Yeah, it was like Hulk just seeing his 2012 self and just smashing stuff and he got embarrassed. Same thing.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious. Where he tried to like pretend to make us like, and the other Hulk was like, Hulk smash.
Oh, good times.
Oh my god. But no, like the God particle thing, this is crazy. Oh, there's a quote here too by I don't know who says this, but by Dr. Simon Singh, the author of The Simpsons and their mathematical Okay, so they even made a book about The Simpsons and their math.
Holy shit.
What the hell?
What?
Okay, so this is quoted by this doctor dude. If you work it out, you get the mass of the Higgs boson that's only a bit larger than the nanomass of a Higgs boson actually is. It's kind of amazing as Homer makes his prediction 14 years before it was discovered.
So
You can't tell me
they
this is a
time travel.
cartoon.
They
Yeah,
time travel.
it has to.
Or
It's
they
kind of
actually
those
have
things.
physicists working for the Simpsons. I don't know.
But even then, like those physicists, if they actually did this equation, they would have figured this God particle out back then.
Do you think the Simpsons just get like commission off these physicists for like discovering God particles?
Maybe.
I hope so. Holy shit!
It's
like
crazy.
There's like $1 million in funding, probably billions.
Because like reading this code, it makes me think of like how back in high school, if you ever like copied someone's homework, but you just make like a slight adjustment so it's not exactly the same.
So real life people.
This is what it sounds like. This is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
It's like the actual equation's like 1 + 1, but instead of doing 1 + 1, you're like 1 + 1.1. Just to be slightly different.
Or smaller, who knows, right?
Well, yeah. Well, they said like the equation that Homer had was only a bit larger than the actual God particle.
So the real life one is a bit smaller.
Yeah.
So yeah, they adjusted the size.
So I think they knew.
They yeah, they did. Yes, they did.
Oh my god. Okay, so then the next one on this list, the NSA spying scandal. So I think everyone knows about Edward Snowden and like he whistle blew on NSA spying on people.
Yeah.
I think everyone knows that at this point.
Yeah. I think at this for this prediction, it was just rumors that the NSA actually might be doing it.
I remember,
Snowden
yeah.
blew the whistle.
Yeah, I remember they were already saying like the government's watching you and all that crap back then.
Yeah, okay. This is just so they just based this off rumors and stuff, and then it actually happened.
Maybe, because it says okay. So this is from the Simpsons movie in 2007, and to be honest, I actually liked the Simpsons movie. It was actually pretty interesting.
Is that the one with Spider Pig?
Yeah, that was when Spider Pig came out.
Yeah, I like that
That
one.
was amazing. I like
Yeah.
Spider Pig. But basically, for the people that never ever watched the Simpsons movie, it was basically just like they put like a dome around Simpsons or whatever, like the Springfield,
Yeah.
and I think that's all I remember from the movie actually. But basically, it was showing that the NSA was able to like locate the Simpsons family as they left Springfield, and they were able to listen into their conversations. And then it was only like 6 years after the movie came out, then Edward Snowden like told everyone that, you know what, the government is like watching you guys on your phones and internet and everything.
Yeah.
6 years.
Well,
Maybe
6 years
Edward
until
Snowden
after
was
it
like,
becomes confirmed, right?
yeah, maybe Snowden was inspired by The Simpsons.
Probably.
He watched The Simpsons and
He
he's
probably
like, you know
watched
what,
episode.
I gotta get into the NSA and get all this information.
He was probably at home working on stuff, and he had like Simpsons in the background, and it was like the NSA spy. And then he decided
Yeah.
to blow the whistle. Edward Snowden just gets inspired by the Simpsons.
Yeah, I'm actually curious, where is he now?
Last I heard he was in Russia, where there's no extradition.
So he fled to a communist country.
Yeah.
To escape.
Yeah, it's kind of ironic.
Okay. Russia granted Snowden the right of asylum with an initial visa for residence for 1 year, and repeated extensions have permitted him to stay at least until 2020.
Oh. Do you think Russia spies on its citizens?
Of course.
That would be pretty ironic. You like blow the whistle of your government spying on its people to go to another government or another country where the government spy on its people.
Yeah.
Just, openly, at least.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. How?
Also, okay, yeah, so he's going to be staying in Russia for a long time because it says, so he married his wife in 2017, and then April 16 of this year, he requested to have a 3-year extension for his Russian residency permit.
Oh, interesting.
Huh. I wonder what Trump is doing with this.
I don't think Trump cares.
Because he's already best buddies with Russia.
Yeah.
He really doesn't care.
He doesn't care. There's just no extradition.
Yep. Interesting. So now we know where Snowden is. We know what happened to Roy Horn.
Simpsons just inspiring events.
I know. And then the next one on this list, smartwatches. So
this episode was season 6, episode 19. It was Lisa's wedding. It was in 1995 where there was an episode where I think it's Lisa's fiance.
I think I remember watching this episode actually.
Yeah, I remember watching this too. They go into the future, and like people are like using their watches to communicate. And the first smartwatch didn't come out until 2014. Yeah,
It was the Apple Watch, right?
I don't think it was the Apple Watch.
Okay,
Maybe
but
it was
the whole like smartwatch thing though, I think it's a bit weird to talk on the phone while holding your wrist up to your mouth.
Yeah.
Because like you can't really hear them, right? So that means you're moving the watch over to your ear, and then you're moving it back to your mouth to talk, and then back to your ear to listen.
Yeah. Interesting. So the first smartwatch was released in June 1998 by Seiko.
Oh, Seiko?
Yeah, it was Seiko.
Oh, I thought it'd be Apple.
I mean, Apple's just more advanced.
Oh, I know. I've been wanting to buy an Apple Watch for a while.
I low-key want one too.
Just switch to iPhone. There's no so like with Apple products, like there's not much of a point to get just one Apple product if you're not going to use their whole Apple ecosystem kind of
That's
thing.
true. That's true.
It's the same with Samsung and like all those other brands. Like it's more beneficial if you just stick with one and only use one.
Okay, let me wait for like the iPhone 15 or whatever.
No, not 15. The newest one, like the most innovative one, apparently is going to be the one that's coming out this year. They're going to stick with this model for like maybe like 2-3 years, and then they'll release like the next innovative one.
Okay, let me wait for the next 2 or 3 years then.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll get the one this year and I'll let you know.
All right, let me know. Okay, so yeah, the first in 2014 was the first Apple Watch, but the first smartwatch was 1998. So, I mean, this is just inspiration, right? Smartwatches would have been in development at this time, I think.
They would
Probably.
have been probably thinking about the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that because you know how like there's so many movies out there, like even Back to the Future, where they try to predict what the future is gonna be. I feel like at the time when
Yeah.
when cell phones were like as big as a brick and they started getting smaller and smaller, I'm pretty sure someone had the idea of thinking, what if the phone was like a watch?
Probably. Well, that's why there's time on it.
Yeah, or like because I know like for us, like maybe within the past decade, I'm pretty sure people have been trying to like put the phone itself into like a smart glass or something, like glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
low-key want one
watching
like
YouTube.
that.
I do too, but it's also very I can see it being very distractive and yeah.
If you're driving, yeah.
Yeah, because you're driving and suddenly like your left lens is like playing a YouTube video and your right lens is like you're reading the messages.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit's gonna happen.
Yeah. Like it'll be like the Tony Stark glasses or whatever.
I I actually do want glasses similar to those because they look like they're semi sunglasses but actual glasses too.
Yeah.
I've been trying to look for those, but I just don't know where to look for them.
We'll just make our own, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
Done.
All right.
It's
So
gonna
the
be made out of
Simpsons
paper.
inspired smartwatches. Do you think Futurama is just a series where like the Simpsons just make a series of just Simpson predictions? Because Futurama is just by the same creators, right? So
It could. Oh, that'd be so weird though if in the future that someone actually invents like the suicide booth.
I think Suicide Booth actually exists, or like someone
Wait,
probably made one.
suicide booth. Nope, it's telling
Nope,
me
nope, nope.
to.
It's just Futurama.
No, it's telling me to go to Canada Suicide Prevention Services.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's like policy or what. That's a thing. Yeah.
Oh, well, if the FBI is watching, I'm not suicidal.
Okay. All right.
I'm just trying to look at Futurama. There's a website called Horror Fuel, and it's like suicide booth becoming a reality.
What?
I don't know, man. That's gonna be weird if they do that. But are they inventing robots yet?
Well, Japan's been doing that for years.
They should make one called Bender.
You know, they probably did, or at least American version.
I don't think America's smart enough to build robots yet, except for Elon Musk.
Wait, there's a suicide pod?
A what?
Controversial suicide pod that lets users kill themselves with the press of a button.
Oh wait, I think I see this article.
Yeah, I seen what? Okay, so Futurama creates Futurama predicted suicide booths.
Maybe this is the prototype, and then in by the year 3000, there's gonna be an actual phone booth on the street that's for this stuff.
Actually, maybe this is just a concept machine.
Wait, hold on. Okay, this guy showed off his invention at the Amsterdam Funeral Expo.
Oh my god, no.
They have a funeral expo.
What? I didn't know that was a thing.
As a VR exhibit to give willing participants a chance to see what it would be like to climb inside and shove off from this mortal coil. Wow, this is such a depressing article.
Yo, this is so dark.
The person who wants to die presses the button and the capsule is filled with nitrogen. He or she will feel a little dizzy, but will then rapidly lose consciousness and die.
So that's a suicide booth.
Oh my god. Okay, let's just hope this thing never ever happens.
Well, the suicide booth thing just like, they rip you apart, right? It's painful.
This one's Futurama.
Painless, at least.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, in Futurama.
No, I remember Futurama. They get to choose like quick and painless or slow and painful. And Bender always chose the painful one.
Yeah, he always survives.
And he's an alcoholic.
I don't remember.
Was he
Are we Bender?
the image of alcoholics?
No, alcoholics existed before that. Actually, wait.
No. But is he
of...
supposed to be like the stereotypical alcoholic type of person?
Yeah, because when there's an episode where he becomes human, right, and he just drinks a lot as well.
Oh, I remember that, and he dies.
Yeah.
And he got so fat that like when they tried to move him, the air in between his fat folds was making the sound of his laughter.
Yeah.
That was funny. I remember that. I miss Futurama. Futurama was a really good show.
It was.
I'd actually rather Futurama than Simpsons, actually.
Wait, is it on Disney Plus?
No.
Oh.
Future.
Okay,
I don't even know where you
enough.
can stream Futurama.
I believe it was on Netflix at one point.
I remember it too. I think so too.
Maybe American Netflix.
Yeah, we'll find it. Anyways, the next one on this list.
So the next one is America's
Ebola outbreak. Yeah.
Yeah. So predicted in 1997 for season 9, episode 3, came true in 2014.
So I remember seeing this episode like a few days ago. So in the episode, basically Marge had this like children's book, and it was called like Curious George and the Ebola Virus.
Do you think the Ebola virus was actually a thing before there was an outbreak?
Huh. Okay, let me search the history of Ebola virus now. Because it says that this was predicted in 1997, right?
Yeah.
Ebola virus, let's see. When was it found?
It was first identified as a new strain of Marburg virus in 1976.
Wait, so
it was just.
Oh no, but they predicted the outbreak though.
Yeah,
the American Ebola outbreak. The American Ebola outbreak.
I don't think the Simpsons predicted the outbreak. It's just picking a virus and putting it in a book title.
Yeah, for this one, I don't think they really meant for it to be a prediction.
Yeah.
Because it just, I don't know, it just seems more like they were bored and they were just trying to like do something controversial.
Yeah. Because outbreak is just, the virus already existed, but it just, breaks out. It's like coronavirus. Coronavirus is just a type of virus until a pandemic happened.
Yeah, and the family of coronaviruses have existed for years.
Yep, so it's just Ebola is just a family of virus?
Yes, it is now.
Okay.
But there is this YouTube. Okay, so on YouTube, there's actually so many like YouTube videos of like controversies and stuff, and people who purposely make those videos.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta admit, some of them are actually pretty entertaining to watch.
Yeah, I watch them too.
Yeah, they're like, whether it's true or not, like it. If you're really bored, I would suggest like watching that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Yeah, they predicted an Ebola outbreak. Huh.
So the next one is the FIFA's corruption scandal. Predicted in 2014 for season 25, episode 16. And it came true in 2015. I'm not sure if this is much of a prediction because the corruption was probably happening for a while until it came out in 2015.
Wait, the 2014 World Cup when Germany Germany's defeat of when Germany beat Brazil. Was that the year when Germany beat Brazil like 7-0?
I believe so, yes. Wait, Germany's defeat of Brazil? Let me double check that. FIFA Germany, Brazil, 20.
Because I remember when I used to watch like soccer and everything, I always cheered for Brazil.
Yeah, because they're great. Ronaldo,
or Ronaldinho,
Ronaldo, at least.
Yeah.
It was 7-1. Germany beat Brazil 7-1.
Okay, if people actually got that, then that's a really obvious thing to get caught. Then
Yeah.
no one's just randomly picking those random numbers.
Yep.
But okay, but like the thing with like the sports stuff, I feel like the opinion is probably not like a popular one, but like I do feel like all sports are corrupted to a certain level.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because like I know a lot of people are saying like, oh, how can it be so corrupt? You know, you can't tell me, Kyle Lowry shoots the ball at this certain angle and he knows that it's gonna go in or it's not gonna go in. And it's like I don't think the players are being corrupted. I feel like it's the referees.
Yeah, it's a ref. If like a foul happens,
Yeah.
just
Or like
it's not
in a
called,
certain
then
yeah.
something, right?
Yeah. Or like in a certain instant, maybe they'll tell one of the players and be like, okay, do this to like, screw up or like do this so that this happens.
Yeah, that's
Just one of the players, not the whole team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's very like selective on who they get to make things happen. Because it's like when you watch like Toronto sports games, the biggest thing is that all the Toronto games that they play at home, like here, they're already making so much money per game that it really doesn't matter whether Toronto wins or not.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, because they're like, if you've seen the ticket prices here for even like the Raptors game or even the Leafs games, they're expensive. I don't know about Blue Jays.
I think Blue Jay tickets are cheap. I get them for like $9 or something.
Is it because no one watches baseball?
Baseball's boring.
It is. It's actually
like
boring.
no offense, guys. Baseball is like boring. The games could last for hours and nothing could happen.
Like I get it. It's exciting if you're someone who has that attention span to stay on it. But like for me and Lucas, like our attention span's pretty short.
Yeah.
So like basketball's been the one that kind of keeps us on the toes because it's just so fast paced. Even hockey, like I've lost interest in hockey.
For me in hockey, for actual games, it's just too cold for me.
Have you like you've been in the stadium?
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, it is. It is really cold.
It's just
I've only been to one hockey game. And that was when I was in Nashville.
Oh.
And it was weird because like you've watched hockey games on TV and you hear all the commentary, but when you're sitting there, it's so quiet.
Yep. Well, all you hear is cheers and music. I guess.
You hear the skates like.
Can't even see the
and you're just like, yeah, I know you can't.
Yeah.
But then you're just so used to someone like, and he passes the puck. Oh my god, and he's going for it. And then reality is just like, that's the difference between watching live games. And
the thing of live games is something happens, you don't find out until later. Versus like,
oh yeah, that's true. See, okay, so like the weird thing is like for these sports games, I've always wondered what they do when like commercials are playing on TV.
Like when it's on,
and now I know, and now I know,
wherever.
Yeah, and now I know.
Yeah,
they sometimes have like those kind of like mid-show performances or whatever for like 3 minutes or something.
Well, they're not gonna just let you like sit there doing nothing, right?
Yeah, but yeah, it was interesting because like I never knew it was like that. I always thought like when they were playing, they're like, okay, commercials on TV, guys, let's stop playing for a little bit. They just wait until the commercials are over.
Yeah. Do you think timeouts are scheduled for commercial breaks?
Oh my god, what if they are?
That's corruption.
The coaches are wearing like an earpiece.
Yeah, but the Simpsons episode is I guess it just predicts Germany beats Brazil, but
and that was the corruption thing.
Yeah, that's corruption. Yeah.
Wait, so does that mean they paid Brazil to lose?
I think it was just refs. No,
it's always the refs.
It was FIFA officials who were arrested on corruption charges about a year later. So they're just making calls and stuff.
Huh. Yeah. Oh, I didn't read it properly. Okay, so the episode predicted that Germany was going to beat Brazil 7-1.
Yep. Wait, was it the score?
Yeah, they predicted the score too.
Oh shit. Oh, okay, wow.
Okay, so Back to the Future actually happened then.
Yeah.
Fairly certain.
Do you think like, the Simpsons are behind the corruption and the score? No way they could have predicted the score.
What if there's... Okay, have you ever heard of the conspiracy theory about deep state?
Yep.
what if the Simpsons creators are behind it?
Doomsday.
What if they're the ones instructing the governments what to do? We're onto them.
So the next one is Greece's debt default. So it was predicted in 2012, season 23, episode 10. It came true in 2015. So the episode is when Homer appears as a guest commentator on a news show called Headbutt. And a ticker runs across the bottom of the screen that reads, Europe puts Greece on eBay. And 3 years later, Greece became the first country to default to the International Monetary Fund, which plunged them deeper into economic crisis. So pretty much, if you guys remember, is just when Greece pretty much becomes declared bankruptcy. Is that
Something
what
like
happened?
that.
Yeah.
I remember seeing this like back then, but like back then I was like less aware of world issues and everything, so like I didn't think it really mattered.
Same. So it's kind of a prediction, but maybe during those during that year, like Greece was already in an economic crisis, probably.
I'm telling you, they had an insider inside the government for Greece that
Probably.
told them that, yo, I think Greece is gonna go bankrupt, and they just went with it, and then it actually happened.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah. So next one is the Nobel Prize.
Noble Pods.
Nobel Prize.
We're predicting it right now. Noble Pods.
Yeah, predicted 2010 season 22 episode 1. Came true in 2016. The episode was something Holmstrom. I can't even pronounce it. It's probably German. Someone made something Begneg Holmstrom may not have won the Nobel Prize in economics until 2016, but one Simpsons character was betting on him 6 years before that.
I feel like with this one, he probably watched the episode and was like, yo, even the Simpsons believe in me. Probably. So then he worked really hard to get the Nobel Prize.
But this Twitter picture, it predicts someone was betting on economics person to win the Nobel Prize, but it's not even the same person. So I'm not sure if this is coincidence or not or whatever.
Did he win it for economics though?
Oh wait, no, okay, it circled someone else. Never mind. Yeah, he was part of a betting pool of someone winning the Nobel Prize. Milhouse bet Holmstrom to win the Nobel Prize in economics, but he didn't win. So, yeah.
But then he won like a few years later.
No, he didn't win, but he was part of a betting pool.
No, he won in 2016.
Oh wait, okay, never mind. Yeah, I was reading that. Yeah, okay, never mind. I was reading it wrong. Oh, that's interesting.
I wonder if they actually like search for professors' names or if they actually like knew of them.
They probably searched their names, like who's an economic professor, and they just put it in the betting pool, probably.
And then the writers probably went to him after, yo, in 6 years, can you win? Can you just win, bro?
Or can you just win after we air this episode?
Yeah, like just win, bro. Just win.
Just win.
Okay, just and now like the remaining ones, I think these are starting to get like very closer to like modern day.
Yeah, these are very recent. Kind of very recent.
Yeah, so like the next one is Donald Trump becoming president. And this was like season 11, episode 17, where Bart goes to the future. And basically, let's see, when Bart flashes forward into adulthood, viewers learn that Lisa not only becomes president, but inherits quite a budget crunch from her predecessor, Donald Trump. The country is broke, she asks her aide in one scene. How can that be? At that time, the real Trump presidency was still 16 years away. However, in a 2016 interview with The Hollywood Reporter, writer Dan Greeny explained the joke was meant as a warning to the country. That just seemed like the logical last step before hitting rock bottom, he said. It was pitched because it was consistent with the vision of America going insane.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy
It's
because I feel like even after Trump becomes president, America will go into a recession. It's actually on its path towards a recession right now, anyways,
we're already in the recession.
or become into a depression. Yeah,
We're basically going to the depression. Like, I think there was a report from economists in the U.S. that said the U.S. already hit recession back in February.
yeah,
It's just because everyone's kind of been at home, no one's really noticed it.
that's true.
And also everyone's like focused on COVID as well. But now it's like they
Yeah,
all
the
think they're in
things.
the second wave, but they're still in the first wave. So
You can't go into the second wave unless you nail the first wave.
I know.
All right.
Or is
Well,
that thing where
why
it's
they
like you
even
can't have a
opening-
second wave if the first wave isn't over yet?
Yeah, well, like, why are they even opening up? They're still in the first wave. They're still peaking. They peaked again. They
I
peaked
know.
even more.
I know. If you look at Florida is fucked up.
Yeah, Florida just there was like 6,000 confirmed cases this past week, more than that.
I think last week it was like 2,400 something, and the next day it was like 2,700 something, and I think yesterday or 2 days ago was 4,000 something in one day.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And to be honest, I kind of have that fear that's going to happen here in Toronto, because yesterday, just when they started reopening for phase 2, people crowded Woodbine Beach, Wasaga Beach, all the beaches.
So
Y'all
we're
are
recording
beaches.
this on Sunday. This happened on a Saturday, by the way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have seen the pictures and the videos, but everyone's literally closely.
yeah, it was
with one
literal
another.
crowds. And I heard from some people, someone was having a barbecue and invited 30 friends.
I don't even have 30 friends.
Yeah,
Where are they getting their
where do you
friends
get
from?
30 friends from?
Just open the window. Hey, come over to my house.
I know. It looked like what? Terrible bad.
It is. I mean, I kind of predict this because the moment they start slowly releasing stuff, people are just going to think, oh, we're clear now. We're done. We can go out now. And then you start going all out like it's normal. But I mean, at the end of the day, though, who knows? Because right after the whole the Trinity Bellwoods Park, there wasn't really a huge spike at all from that either.
Yeah, probably not. Who knows?
We'll
give it
see.
a week or two and see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. Because I also think a lot of people who actually do get it now, I don't think they go to the hospital anyways.
No. Yeah,
because in reality, it is really just a really bad flu now.
Well, even
if you're immunocompromised, then you're in danger. But not everyone knows whether they're immunocompromised or not.
Yep.
Yeah. So as a very healthy person, it'll be like a really bad flu to them.
Yeah.
That's it.
And even if you do go to the hospital, it's a high chance that you will catch it at the hospital. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. But even my brother and his wife, they both work in 2 different hospitals. They said the hospitals are pretty much empty.
Yeah, I guess it depends which hospital you go to, right?
Yeah. But it's just I think in the beginning it was more of a fear because we knew less of the virus and it just came out of nowhere. But now that there's enough research done, it's not as bad because it's kind of people just fear the unknown.
Yep.
And right now, information about the virus is being known, so there's less to fear.
Yeah, well,
kind of
still, that being said, just keep on social distancing, right?
Yeah, and we're gonna get back to COVID because, believe it or not, The Simpsons predicted this.
Yeah,
but we're gonna go into the next one right now first, which is the Lady Gaga halftime show.
Lady Gaga. I feel like this one's more of an inspiration.
Yeah, I feel like this was an inspiration too.
Yeah. or like Simpsons paid her to do this. So basically, in 2012, season 23, episode 22, Lady Gaga performs on stage where she's like suspended in the air, and she has like, well, she's suspended in air for a show, but in the episode she has like fireworks coming out of her bra or
Something like her
outfit or
clothes and
whatever.
all that stuff.
Yeah. In 2017, Lady Gaga just performs a halftime show at the Super Bowl. I'm not sure if the Simpsons episode was a Super Bowl or not, but it was a performance where she's like
It was a
suspended in
performance.
air and she's performing at a halftime show.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was inspired.
Yeah, or Simpsons paid her to do this. I told her to do
Just
this.
it makes sense if they paid her, because to be honest, all these like prediction stuff, this is really just a marketing thing for Simpsons too.
Yeah,
Which I think is actually very, very smart.
that's true.
Yeah. But anyways, the next one. This is one of
Disney's
my favorite
Fox
ones.
took
My
over.
favorite ones. Disney took over Fox.
Okay, so it was predicted in 1998, season 10, episode 5. So after a trip to Springfield, director Ron Howard pitches a screenplay that Homer wrote to producer Brian Glazer of 20th Century Fox. At the beginning of the scene, a sign can be seen at Fox Studio lot that reveals the company is now a division of Walt Disney Corporation. Cut to 20 years later, and this sale is officially underway, with news breaking that Disney has reached a deal to acquire $66 billion worth of Fox on December 2017. Wow.
I don't think this was inspired.
No,
Because
not really there.
we know like the reason on why Disney bought Fox anyways.
Yeah.
But it's kind of crazy that they knew 20 years before it happened.
Do you think even back then Disney was like in the process of buying companies, or just
I don't
acquiring
think so, because
corporations?
back then Disney only really had, Disney movies and all that stuff. They didn't have Marvel yet, but back then Marvel was kind of struggling too. That's the only reason why they sold their movie rights to like Universal, Sony, and Fox. So I don't think they really planned on wanting to buy Fox, but it's kind of crazy how Disney is monopolizing on everything.
Yeah, this is just crazy.
Just monopolize on monkey heist.
Just
That's all I care about.
Just
just buy us out.
Podcast.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with saying Disney presents the Sad Boy Podcast.
Yeah, at least that way we won't be broke.
Yeah, at least with Disney, we got Mickey Mouse on our side. What are you gonna do with Mickey Mouse?
Yeah, and we get paid.
Yeah, but no, like I like this prediction because it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But the next one, I'm not a huge curling fan though, but like it basically it says Team USA Olympic curling win.
So in 2010, the episode came out for season 21, episode 12. USA men's curling team defeats Sweden in shocking upset at the 2018 Olympics.
Basically,
Just, I mean, sports. Anything could happen in sports, right? So Simpsons
That
could
is true.
predicted this, or just just coincidence.
that is true.
Who knows, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
in Pyeongchang, I don't know. This one's, I guess it's probably because both of us don't watch curling, so to us it's kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
But the next one after that, so apparently Simpsons predicted the ending of Game of Thrones too.
Yeah, I didn't even know about this.
Yeah, I think this was like the most recent thing. It is recent. I mean, it's season 29. So, I'm pretty sure everyone has watched Game of Thrones, right?
I did not watch it, but I know how the ending goes.
Yeah, the ending was basically a huge disappointment.
Yeah, it's just a battle that barely happened and then skipped to end of battle.
Yep,
pretty
basically.
much. Yeah.
So for the people that don't know what happened in Game of Thrones, I'll just say that a dragon ends up burning down the whole city after it's surrendered.
Yeah.
So then in The Simpsons, Homer got the dragon to burn down the city. before the series finale came out. But okay, but the thing is though, the last season of Game of Thrones, I think, George R. R. Martin, like I think he already knew what was gonna happen. I think he just never finished writing it yet.
Probably that would make sense.
Yeah. So, but then I think it's kind of stupid if the Simpsons writers went to Martin and was like, "Yo, how's Game of Thrones gonna end? We got to make a parody out of it."
Yeah, I feel like that actually happened. I feel like George R. R. Martin just told
Unless he's
the Simpsons producers that what happens.
or maybe they're just friends. That could explain it,
Maybe.
actually.
Like,
Maybe.
I mean, who knows?
That's
So,
true. Who
or
knows?
just inspiration.
Maybe. I don't know. It's hard because like he never even started writing his book yet. I think.
Did he start, or is he still like writing it?
I don't even know.
Because how some people write books, they have like an outline or like a timeline of what happens, and then they write it. So like
It's
that'll be the idea, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, okay, so like it'd be crazy with like all these predictions if there was like an actual pattern. But I also feel like if they were actually time travelers, they'd make sure that there was no pattern.
Yeah.
Because so the last one on this list is very, very relevant
It's very
to
recent.
everything that's been happened now.
Yeah.
Okay, and this was predicted back in 1993. Okay. Oh shit, it was predicted when me and you were born.
Oh no.
Oh no, we're at the end of the world.
Speaking of end of the world, I guess there's something else we could talk about as well after.
I know. So in this episode, it's called Margin Chains. Okay, so I think the episode was like Homer saw like an ad for something, product that was made in Japan or something. Oh yeah, I think it was Osaka because I think they called it Osaka flu.
Yeah.
But basically, it predicted that over there in Asia, someone had like a sickness, a flu or whatever, and they basically coughed in all the packages, and all the packages were shipped out across the world. Springfield got hit by this flu, and everyone got sick. They began rioting. They wanted a cure. But the thing right after is that they found a box of killer bees and they knocked it over. So if you look at the shit that's been happening here, the virus was spread all over the world. Came from Wuhan, their labs, or if not the labs, and the seafood market. And then we hear shit about the murder hornets from Tokyo or whatever coming here to North America. And the thing, they first appeared in Washington, I think.
Yeah.
People saw them in Washington first, and then a few weeks ago, they saw them in Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
And I think I saw an Instagram video from someone we know. He lives downtown Toronto, and I think he saw a murder hornet.
Yo, I think I saw that video too.
Yeah. So this is it's literally coming true. So I've been watching The Simpsons again just to see what else is there that, would predict the future, right? So besides from all this, and this is what I'm going to say now is not on the list, but this is just stuff that I've noticed while rewatching The Simpsons.
Yeah.
There was an episode where I showed this to Lucas. It was an episode where Lisa was trying to be a vegetarian, and then she was forced to watch this video about the food chain. And it had like a diagram kind of thing that showed the food chain, like all these different like pictures of animals and humans are eating it. And in that screenshot, there was a bat. So I showed this to Lucas and I was like, did the Simpsons predict that someone was going to eat bats?
Probably.
Because it seemed like it made sense. because
Maybe.
it had like all these other animals basically with an arrow saying like, humans are gonna eat this animal, this animal, this animal, and then there was a picture of a bat.
Who even eats bats, man? Come on,
No one.
right?
The people in Wuhan did because they have a food market that basically sells exotic animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those guys ate bats. But did the Simpsons predict this? We don't know. I would say yes.
Well, like, oh shit. Sorry, something fell. Anyways, well, who knows? Like, because the producer told the Hollywood Reporter that like anything the Simpsons predicted is just coincidence. Because the episodes are based on things that happened in the 60s, 70s, or 80s that they knew about. This is what the writer of Bill Oakley said. So
It's a cover up, I'm telling you.
it is a cover up.
Because it's like these things, like, in all honesty, it's like whether it's true or not, there are certain things that it's better for them to not say.
Yeah.
Which is the same with whether, we've come in contact with aliens yet. Obviously, the governments aren't going to tell us. Whether it's true or not, they're not going to tell us. Because if they did tell us, people would start going crazy.
Yeah.
Another example is like, that those controversies saying that COVID was lab created, right? And I know there's a lot of people out there who are like trying to push for one side or the other or whatever. But those are things that the governments will not tell us the correct answer for, because if the real answer comes out, people will go crazy.
Yeah, of course.
And the job of these governments, even though some of us hate them for it, they're trying their best to make sure that people don't go into panic mode across the world.
Well, that's like the worst case scenario, right?
Yeah.
So.
But the Simpsons, if they keep predicting this shit, people will start panicking.
Yeah, of course.
In 1,000 years, the Simpsons is going to become the Bible. They're literally going to look back into every episode synopsis just to find what happens.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Because I probably would. Why do you think I'm rewatching The Simpsons right now?
Is that the only reason to like see the future?
Yeah, you don't know what's going to happen.
That's true.
They're predicting so much stuff. It's going to be crazy.
We'll see.
Okay.
So I guess we should just like, start making a book of
The
the
Simpsons
Simpsons
book?
predictions.
So much. I think the craziest one was Donald Trump becoming president, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so. That I feel like that's the craziest. Yeah, that is the craziest one.
Because everything else is kind of like,
Yeah.
Like there's other predictions, but I guess these aren't. Yeah, like I would say, like, if you guys want to like look up more of these predictions, there's actually quite a bit. There's actually more than what we talked about in the episode.
Yeah. So, like, just look up just comment below what's your favorite Simpsons prediction that actually happened. And
Yes.
tell us how you feel about it. Was it prediction of the future or inspiration of the future?
It's half. Or the third option is that The Simpsons has like an inside connection to everything in the world.
Yeah,
The Simpsons is the Illuminati.
they influence everything around the world.
Deep state.
Yeah.
It's The Simpsons.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Yes, thanks for listening. That was our Simpsons time traveling predictions.
Yep.
Oh wait, hold on. Before we end this episode, There's one prediction called donut-shaped universe. When celebrated cosmologist Stephen Hawking made his first appearance on The Simpsons, the writers couldn't resist the opportunity to put the world's smartest man and the world's dumbest man in one room. Sharing discourse over beers at Moe's Tavern, Hawking says, "Your theory of donut-shaped universe is intriguing. I may have to steal it. Though there has been a genuine theory that the universe is shaped like a donut or a torus since the 80s, it has resurged in popularity in the new millennium."
Interesting. So the universe is just
how would
one
it be
big
donut shaped? And Homer's eating us. Is Homer a celestial being?
Yes, he is ego.
This is crazy. I encourage everyone who's listening to check out this stuff because it's interesting.
It's just crazy stuff.
It is.
Oh,
I can't wait to see what they're gonna predict next.
they're probably gonna predict like AI. Well, they probably have episode of AI, so I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
Doomsday.
We'll see. We're heading there.
Yeah, well, soon.
Soon, very soon. All right, that's it for this episode.
All right, see you guys later.
Peace out.
Thanks for listening to the Sad Boy Podcast.
Please remember to subscribe to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and have a nice day, I guess.
Yeah, stay sad or happy.
Yeah.
Sad?
Happy.
Sad? Happy?
Sad Boy.
Sad Boy Podcast.
Sad Boy Podcast. Good night.